welcome back to Journey to Wisdom and Wealth. My name is Tara. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. You know you're already part of the what? Grateful gang, gang, gang. Grateful gang, 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 gang. Grateful gang, gang, gang. Grateful gang, 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 gang. And if you're not a part of Grateful Gang, we'd love to have you. Over here we do budgeting using digital budgeting as well as cash stuffing, saving challenges. We're currently trying to save $3,000 in our baby emergency fund. So if any of that resonates with you or you feel like you want to stay, I would love to have you. So today it's something I've been thinking about since probably last year, but been afraid to do it, or it would be this year now, but for next year. Yeah, I was going to try to do it this year that's passing, but then I was like, no, we're not going to do it. But if the 12-week year, trying the 12-week year for the first time has taught me anything, is that if you don't try, you don't know. So this is what I will be trying this year, and I have been thinking about it for a bit, and I did a cute little mind map, which I'll be redoing because I want to put it on white paper, but this is my mind map for this whole process. So if you see me looking down, this is why. What are we doing, Tara? We are going to be trying a low buy year. You heard me. Low by year. I'm going to start by saying I would like to make it the whole year, but we will be reevaluating after the first quarter. We will be checking in with expenses every month. However, I would really like to have a full, my alarm went off, to have a full low buy year, and I'm going to try for that, okay? So let me tell you what that means to me, hence my whole written down thing. First, I start off with what is my why. So for me, my why is to live a more simple, minimal lifestyle, being decluttered and not having excess, and being able to save for things that I really want to do. So the things I really want to do are pay off my car, because that would free up so much money in my budget, save for a new HVAC system in my home because it is literally on its last leg, save for new appliances in the kitchen, and much more. But those are the bigger ones that I can think of. And I feel like a low buy year will help me not only to minimize my life, but also help me to save money. So then I have a mantra, which is and this is my mantra for the whole year, not just for the low buy, but for the whole year. And it's in a song, Jireh, and they say, I will be content in every circumstance. And there is a Hebrews verse, which I'll leave on the screen because I can't think of things off the top of my head, but I'll leave a Hebrews verse here that also says what I'm trying to do, and I'll also be meditating on that all year. But my main mantra that I already know and love because it was in the form of a song is, I will be content in every circumstance. Jireh, you are enough, because God is enough. So next, we're moving on to triggered. So this section called triggers is, what do I think will trigger me to spend and mess me up on this low buy year? So for me, spending is also like triggered by stress, just like eating for me is triggered by stress. And so I'm going to try to make sure I keep myself out of stressful situation, which is unrealistic. So really, I'm going to attempt to keep myself busy when I'm hit with stress or triggered by something I may see. So here are some of the things that are under my keep busy category, because it literally says spending triggers based on emotions, being stressed makes me want to buy or eat, see keep busy. So then in my keep busy section, it says Zumba, workouts, planning, because I'm really excited to add planning to my whole lineup. So making time to maybe stop and plan, to work on my YouTube channel is something that can keep me busy. Read more, listen to audiobooks more, definitely adding Bible study, and definitely going to God when in need of some help. Video call a friend or phone a friend. Actually still, because y'all know I've mentioned Skillshare previous times on this channel, or is it this channel? On this channel, I believe. And I'm still considering getting Skillshare, which would be one of the things that would be in my okay listing for this low buy year. And I actually really want to learn calligraphy because in planning, I feel like it's nice to have nice handwriting as well as to be able to calligraphy a verse or just a quote and make it pretty. So I really would like to do that as well. And another thing that triggers me is seeing things. Like, I'm probably going to have to unsubscribe to YouTube channels or Instagram feeds that let me see things that I want to buy and get me inspired to buy this and buy this and buy that. So I don't want to be triggered in that way. I will say years back, I used to be super bad at this, which I feel like I got from my mother because she's got like a hoarding situation where she's got all these toys and she's very much a giver. So she keeps all of this and then she gives it out as presents and holidays or just as needed. But I don't think it's the best habit to have either way. So I stopped that a while ago. Like, I actually don't shop that much. If you guys notice on my channel, when I'm buying something as far as clothes or shoes, it's usually seasonal. It's for the spring or summer or the fall or winter. It's usually for work. I'm not usually doing that. Things I will buy are like decor and food and things like that. Those are the things that are really going to be limited. And there's a section called limits on this as well. So let's move on from keep busy. And then let's go to our... let's head on a high note. So let's go to our limits. There's 2 more sections. We have limits and what's okay to spend on. So, and limits are, I'm considering allowing myself to only purchase 20 to 25 brand new or new to me things that I just want. Like, there's no rhyme, there's no reason, I don't have to give you an explanation, I just kind of wanted it. So I figured that's fair because that's about 4 to 5 things per quarter of the year, so every 3 months. So let me know, do you think I should do 20 or 25 or just leave the range from 20 to 25? And we'll be tracking those together as well just to make sure I'm on track and not cheating. And then gift cards, the limits are gift cards, I can use them. If people give me a gift card, I can use it on whatever I want. It's a gift, right? If I bought myself a gift card, which I shouldn't be, then I would have to like use it purposefully. But if I earned a gift card, it would also be okay. So like if I scan my Fetch or Merrifield or things like that, then I have earned that gift card and I can use that in whichever way I want. So that is also okay. But in both those situations, I want to make sure that I'm being mindful of what I'm buying, like not just buying to buy, but be mindful of what are you spending it on? Did you really need to buy that thing even though you have this gift card? Another limit is I'm only going to be allowed to buy clothing or shoes if they need to be replaced. So if I have black jeans and they get a hole in them, I can replace those. If I have shoes, like right now, I actually have sneakers that I've been wearing all year and they definitely need to be replaced because the last time I was at Zumba, I felt like underneath my foot bottom started to hurt. And I didn't even realize I haven't changed these sneakers in a while. So like things like that are fine, but I can't just go buy and buy 3-4 pairs. Just buy one good pair and that's what you got until something happens to it and it falls apart. And then replace it, repair it if you can, but if you can't, just go ahead and buy something new. I'm giving myself a limit on Bath and Body Works, but it's a big limit. So with Bath and Body Works, I love it. I love my wallflowers. I love my candles. I am allowed to make 1 purchase per season. Now, it didn't say one thing, you guys. So I'm allowed to, let's say, but I'm only allowed to make the 1 purchase per season. So in spring, I can make 1 purchase. Summer, I can make 1 purchase. I didn't give myself a limit as how much to purchase, but we're going to try to be mindful and reasonable, of course. So as far as like, I can buy wallflowers, candles, plugins, all in that 1 season, and that'll be just 1 time. And then the same thing for the following seasons as well. This is going to be the same thing for subscriptions. I'm allowed to buy myself a subscription. And personally, what I'm thinking is like a planner subscription or a FabFitFun box. I am allowed to buy myself a subscription twice a year. I have the choice whether that subscription will be for 3 or 4 months or 6 months if I can pay for it all at once. If I cannot pay for it all at once and I buy 1 subscription, then that's my 1 subscription. That's all you get. I mean, for 2 times a year, and that's it. And then we have seasonal planner items. So I'm allowed to buy seasonal planner items, but I'm only allowed to buy seasonal planner items once per season. So I'm only allowed to buy them 4 in total. I'm going to limit that to like a dollar amount, because I don't want to go crazy with like, no. So if, let's say I go on Etsy and I want to get like a divider for my planner, I better get like March, April, May, all in the same shop, because outside of that, I'm not going to be able to go back. And we're obviously, with a lot of this, I'm trying to give myself some leeway because it's the first year I'm doing this, but I'm also going to be trying to see what I already have and see if I can use those things up. It's so funny because I have so many stickers and stuff, but I tried reusing them and I feel like some of them are coming up. Do stickers go old? I feel like the sticky part is not as sticky as it used to be. So maybe that's something I was not aware of, but definitely need to consider that as well. And also, just in general, I want to make sure I'm buying with a purpose. And for me, that means like purposely like supporting Black-owned business, supporting smaller businesses, supporting secondhand stores. And so if I don't need to buy something brand new, then I can buy it from a thrift store, a secondhand store, off an online, Poshmark, Kijiji, whatever. And just like trying to support smaller when I can. And sustainable and ethically made things. I don't know if we're there yet, but that is what I'd like to do. And then last but not least, we have what's okay to spend on. I was going to say things are common sense, but they're not always. So okay to spend on are your bills and your expenses, your four walls. You got to keep those going. You got to pay for those things. Empties and consumables. Consumables being like your body wash, your soap, the toilet paper, the tissue paper, things that go empty. However, I'm going to buy things in bulk because I have a Sam's Club membership. However, I don't need to have like 2 sets of the toilet paper. Like I buy one big thing of toilet paper and don't buy any more until we've got like maybe 5 left. So I get anxiety if things run out really quickly. So if I'm down to like 1 or 2 body washes, I'm going to buy a refill of body wash, because I use body wash all the time and I don't want to run out of this. But there are certain things that people will buy multiples of and they don't even need it right away or may not ever use it. So I'm going to be very mindful about that as well. But all those things are okay to buy as well. Those are okay to spend on. Also, graciously giving is okay to spend on. I don't have a problem with giving to people. I think giving should, in my personal opinion, should be something you do anytime you can. So it doesn't always have to be money, but it could be time. It could be something you have that someone else wants, that you can share, your food, cooking, whatever it is. So just graciously give. And I think that I'm not going to cut myself off from giving. To me, that doesn't sit right in my spirit. Self-care is okay. And for me, self-care is okay because, as you'll see in my other goals for the year, self-care is going to be one of them. Actually, I'll just share with you right now, my word of the year is balance. And I feel like this past year, 2023, I've been so focused on like trying to save for this, trying to save for that. I just get so stuck in on one thing that I feel like my life is not fully balanced. So I'm looking for my life to be a little bit more balanced this year. And balance is my word of the year. So also things that are okay to spend on. So self-care is okay. Don't go, like, I'm not allowing myself, also everything in moderation and mindfulness. This doesn't mean like, okay, I've decided self-care is going to not obviously, for me will include skincare. That doesn't mean it's okay for me to go buy skincare from here and there and there and there and there and be like, I'm trying it. No, I'm going to get maybe a skincare system, try it for a couple months, see if it works. If it works, roll with it. If it doesn't, then when those items are finished, then grab another set of skincare and try it. That's what I mean. Like if I decide that I want to start I'm not getting my nails, but if I want to start like putting press-ons on, I'll buy one set, try it, see if I like it, see if that's, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to like, oh, now we're going to buy it from Amazon and from everywhere and we're just going to buy all these things. This is what I'm trying to avoid with this, okay? And then travel, as long as it has been saved for. Travel is one of my vision board items and I don't want to cut that out. I haven't traveled in a while and I really want to take a trip to New Jersey. So travel, as long as I've saved for it. Pedicures are not getting cut out. Nobody wants my feet looking like they'd be looking if I didn't get pedicures. So for me, fall, winter time, because once my feet go in shoes, I don't really worry about getting the pedicures as often, but in the summer, springtime, they need to be done. So pedicures are also okay to be spent on. It's worthwhile social experiences. So if I'm invited to like a social event and I feel like it's something with my family or my friends or just something I really think would enrich my life, then I'm allowed to go, but I'm giving myself a 1 drink minimum. I'm not a big drinker anyway, but I'm just going to allow myself You get one drink and then you're done. Because drinks are expensive and then that adds up. Also, 2 hair salon appointments are allowed per year. I always end up just going to 1, but I need to save for 2 because I need to give that ends cut. I haven't mastered cutting my ends, and I really don't feel like having jacked up angled hair because I did it wrong. So I'm going to allow myself to save for 2 hair appointments. Salon, go to the lady and get it done appointments. Also, what will be included is anything to do with the house as far as furniture, paint, home buys, things like that. So I need to do I would like to get my dining room done. It needs a dining room table, it needs paint, it needs a rug. Things like that will not be on limit. However, when it comes to the decor stuff, I don't need to be doing extra stuff with the decor. I literally have a little cubby hole of decor that hasn't even been put out. So that's a no. But the main things of the room that we're looking for, like I'm doing the bedroom, I need lamps. They're a source of light. They were needed. So those kind of things are not on the list. And plants are allowed. I'm not going to go crazy. I never really have, but I'm allowed to buy myself plants if I need. Now, one of the main things that I did not add on here, which I don't know which one of the limits are, is going to be food. Why didn't I have that? Or did I not say it? Food for me, honestly, I feel like is one of my major downfalls. I spend money on eating out. I don't do it as much as I used to because I meal prep now, which has become a great habit. But there are times where I feel like I spend eating out. I spend too much on food like that. I spend too much on like chips. And I did dip chips and soda and cookies. And I'm going to give myself in the limits column, when it comes to like grocery shopping, I'm not allowed to buy a whole bunch of snacks. And if I bought like tortillas or something in that time, I'm also not able to go, I'm not allowed to go buy chips or something like that outside of in the week. Another thing I'm not allowing myself to do is fast food. I'm only allowed to eat out once every week. So I'll choose a Friday, Saturday, probably, unless something happens and I choose my one day a week. So because I can get carried away. Like right now, I haven't prepped anything, and after this, I'm hungry. I'm probably gonna go get something to eat. But that's probably not the best thing to be doing because I spend a lot of money on food. But those are my limits. Let me know if you think I've forgotten anything or something I should consider when it comes to limits or allowables or triggers or saving or my mantra or keeping busy. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any ideas or any thoughts. Have you considered doing a low buy year? Maybe I'll eventually get to a no buy year one year, but girl, we're not there yet. But let me know if any of this resonates with you down in the comments. I think it will be definitely a challenge for 2024, but it's one that I really want to take on. I am excited and anxious and scared to death at the same time. But if this helps me reach some of my goals to have a simpler, softer life with less things to worry about and getting some of the things I actually need to get done completed this year, then it would be very well worth the time and the effort. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Remember, in order to be great, you have to be grateful. I'm super duper grateful for you. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Remember, it's faith over fear this year, but not just this year, but what? Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever, Bye. Jazz hands. Love you. Mean it. Bye. Oh, also, does anybody want to join me? Anybody want to be my accountability partner? Anybody? Anyone? Let me know down below.